Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that's been on my mind and honestly on the minds of a lot of people lately. Why are so many people packing up and leaving the UK? And I'm not just talking about immigrants who moved here for a better life. I'm talking about Brits as well. People who were born and raised here, who once thought they'd never leave, are now saying enough is enough. So, what's going on? Let's break it down. The cost of living crisis. It's not just a phase. You don't need me to tell you that the cost of living in the UK has become insane. Prices have shot up, wages have stayed pretty much the same, and for a lot of people, life is just becoming unaffordable. I mean, let's be real. When you're spending more than half your paycheck on rent and your grocery bill makes you feel like you've just bought a 5-star meal when all you got was bread, milk and cheese, something's wrong. And don't even get me started on energy prices. People are choosing between heating and eating. That's not a first world problem. That's a sign that something's broken. For years, people worked hard, saved up, and dreamed of owning a home, but now, that dream is slipping away. House prices are so ridiculously high that even people with decent salaries are struggling to get on the property ladder, and if they do, the mortgage rates are terrifying. Meanwhile, you look at places like Spain, Portugal, or even Poland, where people are getting more for their money, cheaper homes, lower bills, and honestly, a better quality of life. No wonder people are making the move. Public services in the UK used to be something to be proud of, but now it's a mess. The NHS, arguably one of the best things about this country, is on its knees. People are waiting months just to see a specialist. GP appointments feel like winning the lottery, and the staff? Overworked, underpaid and burned out. Public transport? Don't get me started. Trains are expensive, unreliable and somehow still overcrowded. And when it comes to things like education, policing and even basic infrastructure, people are seeing their taxes go up, but services go down, and they're asking, why am I paying so much for so little? Brexit was supposed to be about taking back control. But what's actually happened? Businesses struggling, supply chains messed up, and a lot of industries, especially hospitality, farming and healthcare, desperate for workers. Meanwhile, freedom of movement gone. Brits used to be able to live and work across Europe with ease. Now people have to jump through hoops just to move to Spain or France. It's no surprise that so many Brits are heading for places where their passports still carry some weight. Now let's talk about the absolute nightmare that is finding a job in the UK right now. First of all, companies are listing jobs that either don't exist or already have an internal candidate lined up. So people waste time applying, only to realise they never had a real shot. Then there's the insane competition. Hundreds, sometimes thousands of people applying for a single entry-level role. And the worst part, the hiring process has become this ridiculous, drawn-out circus. You send in your CV, if it even gets seen by a human, because good luck getting past those automated filters. Then you get invited to not 1, but 3 rounds of interviews, a skills test and a culture fit assessment, only to be ghosted at the final stage. And let's be honest, some of these modern interview techniques feel like a joke. Companies want you to solve real problems for them as part of their test. Basically doing free work only to tell you we've decided to go in another direction. No wonder people are thinking, why am I dealing with this when I could move somewhere with less nonsense and more opportunity? Here's the thing. People aren't just leaving because they're frustrated with the UK, they're leaving because they see something better elsewhere. In countries like Portugal, people are finding cheaper homes, lower taxes and actual sunshine. In places like Canada or Australia, they're getting better wages and a work-life balance that actually feels sustainable. It's not just about running away from the UK, it's about running towards a better future. Now, does that mean everyone should pack their bags and leave? No, of course not. The UK is still home for a lot of people, and some are willing to stick it out, fight for change and make it work. But for those who are leaving, I get it, and I don't blame them. What about you? Have you thought about leaving? Have you already moved abroad? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.